Hi, my name is Ava Taylor, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Honors 300 course at Marshall University, which is an experiential learning course in the Honors College. So to start, I'm just going to talk a little bit about me, and then I'm going to talk about the CPE training that we completed during this course. Then I'm going to talk about the class, the project, the impact it had on me, and then we'll be done. So first about me. Like I said, my name is Ava Taylor. I am 19 years old. I'm from Clay County, West Virginia, and I'm a nursing major here at Marshall. I am also a member of SNA, which is Student Nursing Association. I also tutor through the NAC platform here at Marshall, and I love animals. I actually have 2 dogs of my own and a cat as well. And then after I graduate, my dream is to become either an L&D nurse, which is labor and delivery, or an aesthetic nurse injector. So one of the very first things that we did in the Honors 300 course was CPE training. CPE, or Certified Peer Educator Training, is a NASPA training, and NASPA is the National Association of Student Personnel Administrators. But this training helps peer educators develop leadership skills and learn to use them in the campus setting. So this training was a 12-hour training, but it was broken up into 8 different modules. So it took a couple different classes to complete. But the modules were 1, understanding the power, roles, and characteristics of peer educators. 2, understanding change as a peer educator. 3, being an effective listener as a peer educator. 4, a peer educator's role as a responder. 5, bystander intervention as a peer education technique. 6, interpersonal applications of identity as a peer educator. 7, programming strategies for peer educators. And 8, group development and moving forward. So overall, this training was designed by NASPA to just really create more effective leaders, role models, activists, and team members. So now you're probably thinking, what's the benefit of this training? What do I get out of it? So the first thing that you get out of it is you learn valuable skills. You learn leadership, you learn active listening, you learn intervention strategies. There's multiple different things that you learn throughout this training that are applicable not only to your everyday life, but your leadership as well. The next thing is a little bit more personal to me, but it has helped me become a better tutor. So the next thing is that this training is comprehensive. There are 8 modules, like I talked about just a little bit ago. It's not just a training that says, okay, here's a way to be a better leader. It's a lot more than that, actually. It's 8 different modules of learning to be that better leader, but also learning techniques, learning strategies, learning to be an effective listener, learning the characteristics that you need to be this leader. It's very comprehensive, and in my personal experience, has been probably the best training that I have taken as a peer mentor or as a leader in general. The next thing is that this training can apply to anybody, whether you're in a leadership position in a student organization, whether you're in student government, whether you're a tutor or a peer mentor, or just want to be a better team member in your group project. It really can apply to anybody and make you a better mentor and leader in whatever aspect that you are wanting to be a better leader or mentor in. The next thing I have is that you can make a difference. So being a peer mentor or a leader in any capacity isn't really the easiest thing to do, but this training definitely helps make it a little bit easier and helps you learn the valuable skills and characteristics that you need to make a difference in whatever aspect you are using this training in. And the final thing is hone in on your leadership skills. I've already said multiple different things about your leadership skills in this training, so I won't talk too much about it, but this training definitely helps you develop these leadership skills and learn how to use them right. Alright, so this next slide is all about the Honors 300 class and the experience in that class. So the first thing is the CPE training. That is what we did before we started on projects or anything like that. We completed this CPE training, and it helped us throughout the rest of our projects in that class. So the next thing we did was start on our projects. So we began to read through the Honors College strategic plan to see what we could possibly work on. Now, the strategic plan is a very long document. It's about, I want to say 82, 84 pages, something like that long. So we focused mainly on the strategic priorities. From the strategic priorities, we then pulled a couple different project ideas from it and decided on a class, like which ones were going to be finalized and which ones we were going to use. And then the next step was planning. So how are we going to execute this project? Who do we need to talk to? Is there going to be funding involved? All of the details of planning and making it feasible as a project for Marshall University. So the next thing that we did was present our project to the class. So when we presented our projects to the class, we also presented it to faculty in the Honors College. So after that, my partner and I both decided that we would really like to make our project a reality for Marshall University Honors College. And I'll talk about our project here in a little bit. But after that, we signed up for Honors 300 again in the spring semester as an experiential learning course. So in the spring of 2024 semester, we actually began working on this project. We began revising this project. So we talked to multiple different people in the Honors College as well as people in our class and used the feedback from that to make our project better. During this step, we encountered some difficulties, some things that we thought were going to work, didn't work, so we had to work around that. And the next step was implementation. We made our project a reality, and I'm getting ready to talk about what that project was. So our project was the Honors Ambassador Program. So where did this idea originate? Like I said before, we read the strategic plan and the strategic priorities, and this specific project came from Strategy 5.8 from the strategic plan. This priority states, develop an Honors College Ambassador program that represents inclusive excellence, potentially as a team project within the context of Honors 300 course during the 2023 to 2024 academic year. Enlist and train broadly diverse honors students to assist with recruiting activities such as meeting and variously communicating with prospective students, leading honors-specific campus tours, and reviewing holistic pathway applications for admission. The ambassadors can also assist with retention efforts, such as through serving as supportive peers to current students, by cultivating a sense of belonging and greater engagement with co-curricular activities. Essentially, programs such as Honors College Ambassadors can help to create highly visible, inclusive representation that can encourage students who may not see themselves as a fit within the honors education to feel that they can and do belong. So what is it? What is the Honors Ambassador Program? Like the strategic plan mentioned, these students will help create and host Honors College events. They can table at university events to promote the Honors College. They can help build a more personal experience in the Honors College community. They can serve as peer mentors to new students, and then also support retention efforts and aid in student recruitment. So why this project? So my partner and I chose this project because it was in the strategic plan and it was not a thing up until now. We also believe that this project was very feasible and would have a great impact on Marshall University Honors College. The next thing I have on the slide is testimonials. So when we were planning this project and figuring out what would work for students at Marshall University, we emailed a couple different colleges, and unfortunately only 2 of them got back to us, but those 2 were the University of Kentucky and the College of Charleston. So these 2 colleges, we asked them a couple different questions about their similar programs and helped base our program off of the results that they have seen for their schools. So what are the benefits for these students that are going to be in the Honors Ambassador program? So these students will be receiving 3 credit hours, as well as an opportunity to develop their leadership skills and represent Marshall University. How would this impact Marshall? So the 3 big categories that this program is going to have impact in is recruitment, retention, and community. So for recruitment, this program can help make the Honors College seem more attractive to prospective students. This program could do that by using these students to create a more personal feel to the Honors College and show them that they can and do belong, like the strategic plan said. For retention, this program can help create a more authentic atmosphere within the Honors College by creating a more personal feel between the students. Like I talked about before, there could possibly be a peer mentoring aspect to this program, and that could also help the students feel more included in the Honors College as well. And for community, I feel like I kind of already touched on this with recruitment and retention, but these students are going to be creating a more personal feel to the Honors College, basically just by, being there for the students, providing a realistic view on what the Honors College is like, and just being a friend for those students that really need it, especially the freshmen when they're coming in and they don't really got a grip on college life yet. These students could be a kind of a role model, peer mentor type idea for these new students as well. So finally, how has this project and this class as well had an impact on not only me as a student, as a leader, but just as a person in general? The first impact that it has had on me is through leadership. So leadership is something that we hear all of the time, and it can be applied in many different ways, but this specific project has just really helped me hone in on my leadership skills, as well as the class. The class and the CPE training really helped my leadership skills and really just helped me become a better person. So the next thing is collaboration. With this project, I had to collaborate a bunch, not only with my partner, but people in the Honors College as well. This project was a group effort among many people. So during this project, I really had to work on my communication skills to communicate with my partner and the faculty in the Honors College to really make this happen and make it a possibility. The next thing is the process. So a lot of people, you'll often hear complaining, saying, well, I wish we could do this, or I wish we didn't have to do this, or I wish this could happen. And it really isn't that easy. Before, I did not understand the process. This class has helped me to realize that not everything is that easy. It's definitely a process and takes more than I would have ever thought before doing this class and this project as well. So the next topic is revision. This kind of goes along with the last bullet point that I talked about, but like I said, everything is not just that easy, and I had to learn that the hard way through this project because we had to revise our project quite a few times. Sometimes we would get feedback and they would say, oh, well, this probably isn't going to work. Maybe you could try this instead. And so we would have to alter our project a little bit and then receive feedback again. And it really is just a process. So that process has really helped me learn about collaboration. It kind of all ties in together, honestly. But this class has had a big impact on me as not only a person, but really, really as a student. So that is all that I have. Thank you so much for listening.